What's good, everybody? It's your boy Jason Pikes4 here, and today this video is going to get a bit real. I honestly didn't think I was going to do this, mainly because it's a bit personal and it's a bit going to go into territory that I don't want to ever really wanted to get into with these videos, because it's a bit personal and I don't really think I should say all this, but I'm going to, because to be perfectly honest, y'all know about the situation that I'm dealing with, and to be perfectly honest, I think that I should tell you at least what this situation is, and I want to go into detail about what it is, and while not giving away too much things that could put me at risk or anything. So that is definitely what's going to happen. Also, there will be no editing through this video, because this video is probably going to get really long, and it's probably going to get crazy in places, so keep that in mind. So what this all comes down to is essentially that green, pretty much that cash that I don't have. That's pretty much what this is coming down to. And you already know the situation. A lot of y'all already know about what's going on with not having enough money to do things. And a lot of the time, and when I brought it up, I just wanted to do ads, and I still want to do ads. Unfortunately, I thought $10 would be enough to do ads. No, Google said I need that 50, and we were literally 4 cents away from being able to do an ad, and it sucks, honestly. So that was a thing. And then now, but ever since I posted that on Twitter, it said that we needed literally 4 cents, and I was kind of getting frustrated because the entire day, every day sucked, to be completely honest, because well, for reasons I'll get into later, but pretty much everything on that day was pretty much going wrong. And at the end of all this, before the day ended out, someone that I mentioned in a previous video, gave a shout out to in a previous video, who changed their Patreon tier to 30, didn't change it to 50. I was so confused about this that I didn't know how to react. I honestly didn't. And to be perfectly honest, I was just like, what can I offer you for $50? Because the most of my Patreon cost is 30 at the moment. There is no way I could take $50 just at face value like this. Like, I don't even have anything that's like $50 worth of content material to give out, to be perfectly honest. I don't know necessarily what I could offer someone if they paid me $50 a month or something like that. I don't know what to do, honestly. And pretty much he was just like, it's all good, just take it. Like, I know you're going through a lot of things right now. This is just to help you out. And I'm just like, I feel like trash, honestly. I really did, because it's not like, and it's not like, it's in the, original normal way. It's just like, I feel kind of trash because, like, dang, I feel like I don't deserve any of this. Not at all. In this whole YouTube thing entirely, I don't deserve any of this. I don't even deserve to get over 100 follows, to be perfectly honest. But we are at 700 at this current point. Probably going to get less because of this video. But, that's insane to me. And he's literally doing the same thing that I wanted to do, help other people out the same way. And it's so crazy that this is that just happened. Man's changed his pledge to 50, and I was just like, are you for real? Is this really okay? Like, I was actually genuinely surprised and didn't know how to react, because I told you guys a while ago that it's hard for me to trust people. It kind of is. And this just kind of throws all that trust stuff out the window, because I don't know how to react. I still don't know how to react to it. And it's just and this is the morning of last night, before, from what happened last night. So I'm still in shock in a way. So instead of just trying to, just say, oh, I'm just trying to do ads and all this, I'm deciding to tell you like the actual facts and details about what the situation is, what we're going through, and pretty much everything in between when it comes to this situation, because I literally don't know what else I can do to improve upon this situation. Not to mention, if I can find a way to get some help, that would be great. So that's really what this video is going to come down to. So the biggest thing, and I said this in a previous video, but the biggest thing that probably is hanging over our heads at this current point in time is definitely the mortgage on the house. Now, one of my parents, that it was a really good idea to put a mortgage on the house. Safe to say, after 20 years of time, after literally having this mortgage over this house ever since I've been born, probably even longer than that, that mortgage has not gone away, and it has not been paid down. Well, it has been paid for, but like the price isn't going anywhere. It's staying stationary, and pretty much the price of that mortgage is at 100K. That is how many subs that I would actually like to have, 100K. But for this mortgage, that's literally what the price of this house, of what that mortgage is. It's like, that's literally what the price of that mortgage is on this house, 100K. That's a lot of money, and we've been stuck on that for over 20 years at this point. So that's longer than I've been born. So yeah, definitely there's been an issue. And guess what? The only person that's paying that off is my own mom, and that sucks, like really. And so we've been trying to figure out things in different ways to pay off this mortgage after all of this time, yet nothing is changing. For 20 years it's been like that. Not to mention with the mortgage and stuff, and things just keep going worse and progressively worse. We got into some credit card stuff with the debt on that, and I don't know how much credit card debt we actually have, so that's also another thing. And then, you know, we also have like a ton of utility bills that we had to pay off, which that rolls up to $2,000 a month, honestly. Which, if you think about it, you got regular utilities, you got your light bill, you got your gas bill, you got your water bill, you know, you got your power bill, you got your life insurance, you got your house insurance, which the house insurance ain't shit because the benefits of that sucks. But every house, I think, is required to have house insurance, so it's stupid. Then you also got car insurance, which all that summed up pretty much rolls up to $2,000, which is insane. Meaning, even if I were to, you know, work a job, which I'll get to, which even if I were to work a job and get like, let's say $100 or so, I can't save any of that money, mainly because it's gonna take up to bills. Everything that we spend literally goes into bills, and it's so annoying and frustrating, especially when you get things like property tax to come up every so often, and it's just frustrating. There's literally not much that we can do in our current standpoint of, you know, this entire situation, and it's really ridiculous. And as far as working a job, recently I've done some handiwork, you know, like being a handyman, doing that, a little bit of that with my dad a little bit. And the problem is with that, that's not gonna cut it. And the thing is with that is because my dad has been working as a handyman for longer, before I was even born. And come 2021, my dad still don't live in the best life, you know? He's not living in the best house that he could possibly live in. He's not having the best stuff that he, you know, could potentially have. But all that stuff, because he still doesn't have much. And working 20 years doing handiwork, after all that, you would think you would have something, but he doesn't have anything. And I sarcastically wonder, why is that? You know, I really do wonder, why doesn't he have, you know, bank of money? Because by far the jobs that he gets seems like they pay well, but where is that money going to? So that's an issue. And when I got paid, like literally yesterday, with $88, because that's how much I've earned, I literally had to give up that 88 because of some nonsense, because it's not going to cover the bills. Not to mention, my family has like a hard time doing stuff, And for whatever reason, when things go wrong, I always have to give up my money to do things for them, which is absolutely ridiculous. So I can't even live my life and do the things I would want to do, even if I wanted to, because nonsense things happen. So there is just too much stuff that's at play here that's really ridiculous. And then it makes me think about my own life, like, damn, am I ever gonna move out of my parents' house? Like this is getting a little whack for me, honestly. And 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 again, when it comes to working that handyman job, even if I get $88, there's still, $2,000 worth of bills I have to think about. And it's not really helping in the slightest that, I have to like work this job and still not have enough money to do what is the necessary to pay off anything that I can do. It's not easy. It's really ridiculous, to be perfectly honest. And it's not that, I can't do big handyman work. I've been doing this since I was a child. So I know how to work. It's not that I don't know how to work. I do know it. But it's just, you work this for 20 years and you still have nothing to show for it. That's the ridiculous part when it comes to it. That's the part I don't understand. So if I were to do it for a long period of time, I'm not going to get anywhere. If you be around people that don't have anything, you're not going to have anything. That's pretty much how that goes. Not trying to talk my dad down or anything, but that's just what I've seen ever since I grew up, like as a kid, doing all this stuff. Like, that's literally what I've seen. We worked on countless jobs, and still to this day there is literally like nothing. There is literally nothing that has came from that's been like a massive financial blessing, but nothing has came from that. So it begs the question, where the hell is all that money gone? I don't know. My parents been divorced for a while, so I can't tell you where that money goes, but it's probably to nothing good. So, and that's just not even my like close family that I'm like around and living with. That's also with my immediate family as well. They always, I haven't seen anybody, maybe except for one or two, that has made some type of money but still stay in the same place and never get anywhere. That's the part that really irks the hell out of me, because I'm just like, we've been stuck at this place for 20 years, and you mean to tell me, well, more than 20 years, and you mean to tell me that we are still struggling? Something should be screaming at us that, hey, try something different. Something is happening, because something is clearly wrong here. And that is also a big reason why I wanted to get onto the YouTube thing, because I see so many people, be happy just playing Minecraft videos but still making bank, or talking about anime and still making bank, or doing a bunch of other weird things, or even making memes and still getting the attention that they want. Whether it's deserved or not, they're still getting what they want. And I'm just like, I'll give it a go. There's no reason why not to try it, especially if it's to change up the situation that I'm in. It will be really great, to be perfectly honest. That's exactly why I first started. That's one of the reasons why I first started doing YouTube in the first place. Besides talking about anime and getting and talking about the passion of it that I have for it. But that's one of the bigger reasons why I wanted to do this. Again, if I could have a choice, I would rather not worry about money, but this is just how it is. And the thing is with it now is that I really want to get out of the situation, and mainly because a lot of my people that I stay with or I'm around are just settling for this. Like, there's nothing better than this. There's this life that we're living here, the struggling and suffering that we have been doing for over 20 years. This is life. This is what we are amounted to. This is the best we can do. And that is the most dumbest standpoint you can ever be in at all, honestly. If you are literally at a point in time where you're just like, no, this is the best life can offer me. I tried. I fought hard enough. You haven't fought hard at all. You gotta keep going. You can't just say, oh, well, this is the extent of my power. No, you can exceed that power level. You just gotta keep going further, break limits like you Goku or something. But, people are always going to go out their way and be like, well, this ain't an anime. This ain't, you can't follow your dreams. You can't do that. Do you not see how many people follow their dreams and they still won? Like, yeah, it may not work in every single instance, but that's only because, but even with that, you still have to keep believing that your dream can come true. If in any shape or form, if it's possible, you have to try it. So that's what this really is. I feel like if I can do this YouTube thing, which is a big dream of mine, which I've always wanted to try since middle school, honestly, if I can get this to work, that would mean a very, very, very big lot to me. That would mean so much to me if this works completely, regardless of making money or not. If I can just, beat this and become a successful YouTuber, that would mean everything. That would mean more than any amount of money in the world, to be perfectly honest, if I didn't have to focus on that. So don't say that you can't do this or you have to settle for less because your things in real life is not working the way you want it to. It only stops working when you pretty much give up. That's pretty much when things don't follow the way it should. And it seems like everybody in my family just like, that's pretty much it. That we can't be any more than this because the world won't allow it. If the world won't allow it, break the world, break reality. What do you think this entire channel is founded on? Randomness. Because with randomness, reality cannot control anything that's random. That's what this channel means. That's what this entire thing is supposed to be about. We are random. You follow me because I am random. You like the random content I put out. You like the strange and weird ass things I do. So that's the only reason why I could think of that you would, on a base level, why you would sub to me. So that's pretty much why, I like to do random things. I don't like normal, boring, average life stuff. I like random, crazy events. I like random stuff to happen. Like, yes, I am psychotic in that way, but I like it because it's not normal. It's not your average thing. When things randomly happen, you don't know what the hell's gonna go on. So, and things could either be good when it's random or really bad. And I would rather take my chances with something that is, completely random and out of my control versus something that is, average and you know what's going to happen and predictable. That's what this channel means to me. It's a random mess of stuff that I can do and just have fun with and hopefully become successful with it. That's what this means to me. That's why I love randomness. That's why I like Junko as a character, because she's random as all hell. But I ain't finna get into that because she deserves a versus of her own. But anyway, that's pretty much why I wanted to make this video too as well, because I'm not gonna just sit here and settle for less, because reality at the current point in time is kicking my ass, and all of our asses really. That's not what I prefer to settle with. I'm not gonna just take this lying down and just say, this is it. This is what I can do. No, if I have 700 of y'all currently rocking with me, and y'all think I can do something with that, then I'm going to take you at your word and just try to be the best I could possibly be. And even with the whole redo a healer meme, when I posted in the comment section and pinned tweets, and not pinned tweet, but pinned that comment of me wanting to say that I want to be one of the best anime YouTubers that, that's on the platform, I had some doubters. Don't doubt me that, I can't do this. Like, if you really want to see me do this, hit that subscribe button. It's right there. You could literally, get me up to that point and prove my point that I can do this. But, people being people want to still just doubt you for whatever reason. And it's not so weird to me. It is so weird to me that you could literally get someone up somewhere where they could, be successful and be great, but don't give them that chance. It's really annoying. So, when it comes to all this, what I said in this video, I'm not trying to settle for less. I don't accept that this debt is gonna hold, you know, any of us back. I don't accept that 100%. And it's kind of hard. And the thing is about this too, it's kind of hard to try to go out and live my life too when I know that this needs to be taken care of, because every one of my friends has at least done something at this current point. They have either gotten a job and making decent money, or gotten married and had kids, or finally being able to move out, which something I desperately want to do. But Seb, I don't want to move into no apartment. I want to get my house of my own. There is just a lot of things that I desperately want to do, but a lot of things is also holding me back. And it's so irritating sometimes when my mom be like, just do what you want to do. Do it, live your life the way you want to live. It's kind of hard to do that when literally you come up every 30 seconds and complain about how hard life is. Like, it's not easy. So definitely it is been a challenging road. It has been a challenging road for me, and doing YouTube, trying to become successful, has been the fun part of this journey. And to be perfectly honest, I just don't want to keep doing this stuff that does not matter, and when I could be focusing on something that really does and could improve us permanently, because my family is hooked on temporary solutions as well. That is also a big problem. They always want to go for the temporary route when you could be looking for a permanent one where things could always work out for you. But it's always temporary solutions. It's never worked. It never works for the long run. And I cannot understand why, for the life of me, why they just like doing temporary things. Temporary things, yeah, it's a good fix for a little while, but if you don't have a really decent plan after that, then everything collapses. And that has literally been, in a weird sense, my family's motto for years. And it's time out for the temporary solution. It's time to actually kick ass and take life by the horns and actually do something to carve into a permanent solution. I honestly, it's honestly like it's sad to say this. It's honestly like I'm the last hope of the family, to be honest. It's like I'm the last hope to get these people, somewhere. But the thing is, the only other bad thing about this is, it's the time it's gonna take, which is also another head-ass thing that's at play. Because I could go to college, try to figure things out within the 4 years, but who's to say things won't go worse in that 4 years? Who's to say that I might not even be here within the next 2 years? I might be dead for all we know. But who knows? Things just happen. And while I'm in the current time, in the present, I would like to kick ass and do successful things while I'm here now. And I know that's asking for a lot, but if people are literally able to do random things to, be successful and make bank, I don't see how that could be any different in my case, to be perfectly honest. Like, if people out here buying bathwater and calling that a successful business, I should have absolutely no problem making it 100%. And it honestly shouldn't take that long, to be perfectly honest. So definitely, I can't wait. That's why I said I also can't wait no 7 years, no 5 years to get a successful YouTube channel. That's 100% not happening. I will get that in a way faster time without ruining the channel and community that I have, you guys. So that's also another thing that I don't want to do in this short span of time of wanting to grow. And to be perfectly honest, any and everybody that has helped me, I am 100% grateful to every last one of y'all. Even if it's people that don't know me that well, but still gave me a chance, like Devil Tokyo, or other people that I necessarily can't name off the top of my head, but I know y'all are there. There's a ton of people that has truly helped me out, and I cannot say thank you enough, to be perfectly honest. But at the current point in time, I still need y'all help. I still need it. And the best way y'all can help me out right now is definitely becoming a Patreon member. I know. I'm not expecting $100K flowing through that Patreon, which they take out the hell out of taxes. Like I was actually shocked because the thing was we had $45. They just said, nah, take this $32. They took the hell out of taxes. But yeah, definitely, it's the world is not giving us a break, and the best thing I could do is pretty much just fight against it with my random insanity. So that's literally what I have to do here. The best way you could really help me is if you become a Patreon member, and pretty much that's what's really gonna help out all of it when it comes to all of this. Either that, or I'll just put my PayPal into the description below, which you could donate there too if you want to. And you know, or just call up Mr. Beast. Even someone has Mr. Beast on the hotline. Call him. Let him know that I need some help. That would be also really great because he's helping out everybody else. I need some help too. But you know, and also one last thing too that I'm now just realizing, the reason why we also stuck in this debt, the reason why we don't have any money or can't even trust people like that, is because we literally don't tell anybody that we're going through this. Literally, my family for years on end has never once said, oh, we have $100K debt, we have credit cards that need to be paid, we have all this stuff. We have never once seeked out like help from other people, and we always seek. And the thing is, at least for my mom, they always want to seek out help from family, which I hate to say this, but my family is kind of whack, to be perfectly honest, because like everybody outside of my like immediate family, they're out there just like, you know, putting up an excuse why they can't do this, or they don't have anything themselves to be able to, you know, help out. So to help out or to help themselves, they pretty much, all of them are stuck in that mindset of just having, this is pretty much where life is going to be for me. That's pretty much it. That is literally everybody in my entire family. Even my brother is getting to that point, and he is still young. He can still do things. I'm a lot younger than he is, but he can still do things, but he is slowly settling in that space. And I hate to see my brother in that type of position because he can do things. He's good at doing stuff, you know? Yeah, he messed up a little bit of times, but he's not, you know, someone that should settle for less. He's not anybody that should settle for less, regardless of how many times he messed up. People mess up all the time, but you know, that's how. But you know, he's starting to slowly settle into that too. And the last thing I need to see is him to get settled in to just saying, being poor is okay, being, you know, in this position is okay, and it's not. The time back in 2019 when my best friend Ankin took me out to Tennessee with his family was the most amazing time I've ever had. I'd never been to Tennessee, and that was like the glorious thing I've ever seen, because up to that point, the most glorious and the coolest things I'd be like usually like whoa over is like when we get a new shower head. The best things I'd be like saying whoa over is like when I have like a literal desk, like a literal shelf in my room, like a roller shelf, because I'm like, I never seen anything like that before, because I haven't seen stuff like that before. Yes, a rolling shelf is what's exciting to me, because I haven't seen anything like that before. So, you know, that really says a lot. But pretty much, he took me to Tennessee. It was the most amazing time I've ever had. It was something insanely cool, and I just didn't think, you know, I would ever see something like this. And when we stayed in that cabin, I looked at that nature out there and looked at all the stuff that the earth has, and I'm just like, I really want all this. I really want to live in a place where I can just see this every morning. I have never seen such a beautiful view ever in my life. Climbed the Smoky Mountain, came back down that hoe, was amazing. Had like actually ate dinner with his family. Didn't even know what that felt like because our family is so messed up at times. So I never knew what, you know, being around family like that really meant, except for a handful of times. And even then, they still, you know, never compared to that one time I went to Tennessee, which is insane to me. And then, not even that, we also went, after that, we also went to my first anime convention, which that was an insane time. And I was like, oh my gosh, I was literally gasping at every single cosplay I seen because I was freaking out because I never seen anything like this. I was having a great time. Had a hell of a great time. Bought my first Kill la Kill sword, trying to start an anime sword collection. So, you know, that was really amazing. I never got to do anything like this. And the reason why I got to do any of that is because I decided to be brave and take that first step to say, okay, let's see more than what we already have. I didn't accept that this was all that we had. And yeah, and while, you know, I don't have the money to go to Tennessee myself or do anything like that again, it broadened my eye. It feel like waking up for the first time. You know, it feel like actually being able to be like, you know, this right here is worth fighting for, most definitely. So that is definitely something that woke me up and be like, okay, it's actually time to start fighting back against this world now, because there's no way I'm not gonna just see this. There's no way I'm just gonna see this once and never see it again. Not to mention the cabin we had had a jacuzzi, which was the most flipping comfortable thing I've ever had in my entire life as an experience. I want a jacuzzi so bad, to be perfectly honest. But when I get my own house, definitely I'm getting a jacuzzi straight up. That's probably number one thing. If everything else is like settled and done, I'm getting a jacuzzi 100%. So, but besides all that, the main point in this video is that I'm not selling for less. I'm not taking this world the way it is and just saying, yeah, that's pretty much it. Not doing that, because there is more I can do here, and settling for less is pretty much a death sentence in my case. So, you know, I'm not doing that. And as long as I have you guys, and as long as you guys are here to support me and, you know, appreciate me and what I'm trying to do here, that's all I really could ever ask for. So if you do have anything that you can spare or donate or anything like that, Patreon is the way to go. If you have, and I'll have the PayPal into the description of this video pretty much, and probably in every other video going forth. So that is also another thing too. But I really want to tell you guys the situation, mainly because I feel like it needs to be said. Not to mention, I feel like a lot of people might be like, I don't know if I trust this guy because he just keep going on about money. It's not that I want that personally. It's not that I want money personally, because as a kid I used to hate money because I knew what it does. It corrupts people. But literally, that's how life is, and there's nothing I can really do about it except make money. So yeah, if you do have anything you can spare, Patreon is the way to go. PayPal is the way to go. If y'all want me to put in Cash App again, like I used to do, you can probably find that in old videos of the descriptions that you can do. So it's not that I want money particularly, but it's just that that's how it has. That's just how it is, and that's the only way that's gonna save us out of this horrible, rinky-dink BS of a situation that we've been in for over 20 years. So yeah, if any of you guys can, you know, share this video around or share this channel around and help us get to become one of the best anime YouTube channels to exist, then definitely share me around, subscribe. That will be most definitely the best thing you could possibly do. I know this video is super duper long. It's over 30 dang minutes. That's why I'm about to end this thing now, because I'll talk on for a long enough. And also, I haven't eaten breakfast yet, so I'm absolutely hungry. So yeah, that is all I want to talk about for this one. If you have made it to this part in the video, damn, I appreciate you. Also, you are an actual chat. So, yeah, definitely, I can't say thank you enough if you have made it to this far. And even if you are a subscriber, or even if you're a subscriber as well, you know, I can't also tell you how much I appreciate you as well. So, definitely, if you do have, again, anything that you could spare, links in the description. But yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted to talk about for this one. Thanks for listening. I appreciate every single last one of you. And again, I want to help people out, but it's gonna take me to get help first before I can do that, unfortunately. So, but yeah, 100% I do appreciate all y'all, and I can never be any more grateful for the blessing that God has given for me when it comes to you. So, you know, I'm just glad that you're here. But anyway, that's pretty much all I want to talk about for this one. So hopefully you did enjoy. If you did, be sure to like, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification on your way out. Also follow me on Twitter, TikTok, and you'd like to donate to the channel, Patreon, PayPal. Both of those will be in the description. And until then, it's your boy Jay, signing off. Have a blessed day.